Robots have surpassed humans in many ways. Although they're not yet on the verge of taking over the planet, they can still do some pretty amazing things, such as beating the best players at chess, performing surgeries on patients, working in environments that we can't survive in, and in general, working more efficiently and tirelessly than humans. Hi, I'm Jason, and today I'll be talking about robotics. First of all, what are robots? Robots have many definitions, but they're usually defined as complex machines that can be programmed to carry out some tasks over and over again. Simple robots, like a robotic vacuum cleaner, does the jobs no one wants to do, and the more complex robots, like the industrial robots that build cars or weld together pieces of metal, do the jobs people find boring, physically challenging, or unappealing. The type of robots that have fascinated humans the most are humanoid robots. Humanoid robots are robots that look like humans and behave like humans. If you were to think about a robot, you'd probably think about the walking and talking robots in sci-fi movies. Although the robots today may not be as impressive as the robots in sci-fi, they're still pretty cool. Take a look at Honda's Osmo. It can bring you coffee, walk up and down stairs, respond to your gestures and voice commands, and do many more impressive things. Osmo stands 4 feet 3 inches tall and weighs only 110 pounds. It's the robot model that can interact with humans the best. We can imagine that in the future we can have robot butlers helping take care of people, especially seniors or the disabled who really need the help. Over time, robots have undergone many evolutions. The robots back in the 1900s were really slow and heavy, and the most advanced robots now can walk up and down stairs, hop on one foot, jump over obstacles, and respond to their environments and humans very quickly, feats no machines in the past were able to achieve. The newer robots are much more efficient and much faster thanks to new materials and new designs. Better programming and artificial intelligence allowed robots to do more because the more complex code enables them to respond to a greater variation of commands. The newer robots are much more useful and can do much more than the older ones. But how exactly are robots made? As you can imagine, the process of making robots is very complicated. First, engineers would give their robot a purpose or a mission. Then, engineers would decide on what materials they want to build their robot. Materials need to be strong and affordable. After purchasing materials, engineers would design a prototype, build it, test it, and redesign it until a success. It's a long and complicated process. That's why nowadays, robots are still very expensive and very hard to come by. Some robots may only cost a few $100s, and the most expensive ones cost around $2.5 million. I visited the robotics club at the Scarsdale High School Design Lab to interview Mr. McDonald, who's the teacher in the lab. Mr. McDonald and the team showed me the robot they built to compete in the first tech robotics competition. The challenge for the robot is to pick up multiple cubes and balls from the floor, sort them into 2 piles, pick itself off the ground, and do other tasks. To achieve this relatively simple mission, the team dedicated more than 100 hours to improve and work on their robot. I'm very inspired by their work. But why do people build robots? People build robots to make our lives easier and better. Industrial robots can make things for us 24/7, and humanoid robots can assist us in the work we do, bring us what we want, never get bored or frustrated, and entertain us in many ways while never forgetting anything. As amazing as they are, some people are concerned that robots will eventually surpass humans in every way and take over the world. So how can we prevent that from happening? Here are the 3 laws written by American science fiction writer and Professor Isaac Asimov. 1. A robot may not injure a human or through an action allow a human to come to harm. 2. A robot must obey orders given to it by humans unless such orders would conflict with the first law. 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Robot developers today work hard to develop robots that follow these rules, but there's no guarantee that nothing bad will happen. The thing we are sure about robots is that they will become more useful and become a bigger part of our world as they evolve. Many simple jobs such as truck driving, call center, and clerical work are already or will soon be done by robots. One of the 2020 presidential candidates, Andrew Yang, is running a campaign based off of the trend that robotics technology will take away many jobs from people. Even though people are confident that robots won't take over the world, people should be aware of the likelihood of robotic technology occupying many service jobs. Now I hope that all of you are more interested in robots like I am. For more information about this project, please type in the link or scan the QR code to visit my blog. Thank you.